Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here in Melbourne, of course, out here at Robert Bridge Reserve here at Hampton Park, of course. But let's go up to our friends up in Adelaide in particular, because it's been with, of course, well, we spoke to this team last year when they won the Premiership. Well, they just made it back-to-back this year in a new division, of course. That is the Goodwood Saints, and of course, we've got two very special guests joining us right now. Of course, we've got our play sponsor / ambassador, of course, as well as the best on ground in the grand final joins us right now. Thanks, Jazzy and Jess, for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
No worries. Well, tell us a bit about this amazing year for the Saints, because obviously when I saw you in the preseason out at Kilburn, did all you thought on that day that, you're going to go all the way and win it all?
I was pretty confident. We just have such a strong team. So just the excitement levels and everything was really good.
Yeah, at that moment in the game, like both of our trial games, we had a mix of players. So we didn't have like what our full kind of like best 22 would be. So after those games, we weren't really sure where we'd sit. But I think as soon as we got started and we got a bit more comfortable within our division, we felt pretty confident, which was good.
Tell us a bit about the season. Where was the turning point of the season that you truly believed you could win it in a new division?
Well, I mean, I didn't play the whole season. I only played like 6 or 7 games, I think. But I reckon the game for me was when we beat Golden Grove. We just had a great game, and I reckon that's when I realised that we could definitely do this and go all the way.
Yeah, I reckon it would be pretty similar. I know that our first game as well, round 1, we played Mitcham, who did really well in Division 3 last year, and we won quite convincingly by them. That was in the first round. So I know like teams change and stuff, but that was a real big confidence boost. And then I agree with Jess, that Golden Grove game, not the first one, the second one.
Yeah, the second one, yeah.
Went to
How was the preparations like going to the grand final?
Yeah, it was like pretty standard. Like we didn't overthink it. I feel like every team says this, but we just went into it.
It's
we
pretty chilled. Like we're pretty chilled leading up to a game, I gotta be honest. Like we don't stress a lot, or like it's really relaxed, which I think helps us because that's just the type of players we are. Just getting ready in our own time and doing what we need. And then, just coming together as one.
The grand final, it's a pretty wet one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was so gross.
Yeah. Very muddy and just wet and sloppy, and
It was really hard because the field was already pretty torn up from previous rounds. Plus, we were the second game to play on that field. So I can't imagine what it was like for for Div 1 to play the 4th game. Yeah. That would have been pretty bad. But most of the field was up. So, it was still, our tackle pressure was really good, but the actual conditions of the field really, made it really hard for us to level.
Jess, I need to ask you this question. You got the best on ground in the grand final.
I did, yeah.
Number 1, were you surprised? Number 2, how do you think you actually played in that game?
I was surprised because, I don't know, I just feel like the conditions and everything, I feel like we just kind of stood out as a team with our teamwork because there weren't a lot of individual efforts just because of the conditions. But it was definitely good to win, and it just kind of like, I don't know, obviously for me, made the day a lot better. But obviously it was still enough just to win this grand final. And I reckon because there were 2 best on grounds, like one of our other players, Maddie, got one, which was really good too. So it was nice to have one with her. But so it was good.
Mentioned about you joining that best on ground with Maddie on the day. So you must, well, both of you can answer this one, I guess. Tell us a bit about Maddie's game.
She definitely brings the speed in the midfield. She's just so, like, just mobile. And when she gets it, she's just out. Great team player, just puts in the hard yards. And we just get to work it down the field, which is really good.
I think she had a really good game, considering the conditions. I think, like what Jess said, she's, one of those zippy midfielders that really helps us, and she's really good at clearing the ball out, which on that game, you just needed someone to get it and boot it out and just get it away from the mud pits. And she was able to do that. So between Jess and herself, they both really contributed to that win for us.
So when did you just get a chance to enjoy the moment?
I don't know, because it was pretty low scoring. I think we managed to get maybe 1 or 2 up on them, and then they scored a quick 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But we kind of felt that in that last quarter, I think they had to score 2 or 3, something like that. And
they got pretty close at one point. So we definitely didn't get to celebrate until after the siren went.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who got to hold the Premiership Cup first?
That was me again, 2 years in a row. Only because Emma and I both went up. The captain, Emma, and I went up, but her hands were it's almost like she just dipped her hands in the mud. It was so gross. So she was like, "You can hold it. I'll just hold the flag." And yeah, it was really cool.
So Jazzy, I need to ask you this then. How good was to hold the Premiership Cup first before your teammates swarmed onto you?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I don't know. I love that little bit of silverware, but it got taken off my hands pretty quickly. I got a few photos and then, had to pass it on. And then we took it back to the club. So I think I hogged it most of that day.
Yeah.
But it was definitely shared around during the night and straight after the game. So yeah, it was good.
How long did you wear your Premiership medals around your necks for? And did either you sleep with it?
Yes, of course I slept with it. I definitely did. I think I kept it on Saturday night, and then did we wear them at the Combi Sunday? I mean, I think so.
Yeah. I think I wore mine all day Sunday. I didn't sleep in it because I left the club pretty early on Saturday night. But I didn't sleep in it, but definitely wore it all day Sunday. Yeah.
I'm sure you wore your best on ground medal, did you, Jess?
Yeah, I did. I wore both. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll have to ask this as a follow-up then, Jess. Was it a bit annoying after a while when you keep hearing the clings of your Premiership medals and your best on ground medal?
Yeah, there were a lot of comments made about that where whenever I'd walk behind someone, they could just hear them clinging, and it got a little annoying, but it was nice.
What did that premiership mean to both you and the team, considering this is back to back?
Well, for the women, it's actually 3 in a row. So we've won 2020, 2021, and 2022. So that's been pretty good. I think it meant a lot. I don't know. I think sometimes you take premierships for granted, especially at such a successful club like we do. So we kind of thought every time that we're going up a division, this might not be the year, but we kept getting it. And then I think Div 2 will be, a different competition next year. So we were just enjoying the moment. And I think it meant a lot to the club as well to have, again, 2 really successful women's teams. And hopefully we can, recruit a few more tall players into it definitely meant a lot. Yeah.
What did both of you learn from each other on and off the field?
Oh, well, because I'm still one of the younger ones in the team, it was just good to be surrounded by there's heaps of girls that are a couple of years older than me, but just get to see how they go about their footy careers and just learn from them really, which was really good.
Yeah, similar. Because Jess came from Westies, West Adelaide in the Sandful. And I definitely learned a lot from you, Jess. I think that you definitely helped me with my fitness and just with some skills as well. And you brought this different aspect into our squad. We're very lucky to get you back.
Thanks.
We'll get to that in a moment, Jess. I did, okay. Yes, I did. I sort of might have figured that you came from a Sandford W team. I think I might have seen you play when I was over there once. So how did both of you get involved in footy and why did you choose it?
Well, I guess I've been at Goodwood since I was like 15 or something, just because that's when my dad played, and then my brother played there. Well, my brother still plays there. So I just got involved because I was out there so often, and then I've been just playing ever since, really. So
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
involved a similar age. I think maybe 15 or 16, but when we both started, footy wasn't really a talked about sport, especially for like 16-year-old girls. So I just knew a couple of girls from a different sport that promoted Goodwood through like a video, like a promotion video. And then I grabbed a couple friends and we went out there, and I've been playing, I think this was my 6th or 7th year. So yeah, just stuck around.
Out of the 3 premierships that I'm assuming both of you have won now at Goodwood. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay.
No, this is my first one.
Okay, that might have just ruined my next question then. I was going to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So out of the premierships that both you've won, which one means the most?
I don't know, that's hard because, yeah, this year and last year were the ones that I played in. I'm not sure. I have to put them pretty equally. Maybe this one purely just because we were up an extra division. I'm not sure. I just loved both of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is my first year in the senior team. So it's good to win a premiership in my first season up there.
What does the sport of footy mean to both of you, especially playing at Goodwood?
For me, it's like everything. Like, I guess I just kind of live and breathe footy now. So coming back it was really good for me, and yeah, it just means it's just a lot. It's really good. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it.
I think we have a really good culture that we're, still starting to develop at Goodwood. We have like a few of us we've got like a core group that have come from that under 16s and come all the way through. So to see that and to see like the retention of players that we've kept from such a young age, and when sport was like when footy wasn't super talked about, is really cool. And yeah, I think we get a pretty good support from the club, and once we go up every division you get some other little things. But yeah, I think I feel like a lot of my sport has been shifted from like a netball perspective to just like footy now, and it's completely different.
What position do both of you play on the field? And if you had a dream position we love to convince your coaches to put you, where would that be?
Yes. I play midfield, and I really like it. Like, I've played pretty much every position, like through all my seasons. I've gone everywhere, and midfield's definitely been my favorite, just being able to get in and get it out, but still have my impact in the midfield, like in the forward line and then the back lines. It's really fun. It's good.
I started like in a deep forward position. I kind of went around everywhere this year, I feel, well, in the forward line. But yeah, I started deep, and then I moved up to like a centre half forward position, and then one of our rucks left. So then I was kind of like a ruck rotation. And I feel like there was like 2 games that I got put in the back line, but I hate the back line. I don't want to play there. I don't like it. I don't like chasing people. I prefer to be chased. But yeah, I don't know. I liked that high half forward role, and sometimes going into the ruck was good if you didn't have to play against a crazy tall jumping kind of ruck. Then I was screwed.
So any future ambitions in the sport of footy for both of you?
Mine's most definitely AFLW. That's something I aspire to do. So I'm kind of just working towards that now, and just doing whatever I can to make that happen.
Yeah, but don't leave Goodwood though. I'm just happy playing like at this community level and at a club like Goodwood. I don't think my skills are there enough to be playing Sandford, but I'm really quite happy for developing the club, especially in the women's perspective that is at Goodwood. So yeah.
So Jess, was it an easy transition going from West Adelaide in the Sandford W to Goodwood?
I reckon it definitely took me a game just to get used to the different, like the intensity and the just like the skill level. But I reckon I definitely got used to it quick, and it was a really easy transition back. So that made it heaps easier.
And what was the similarities between West Adelaide and Goodwood in regards to like, you know, players or even like the culture and all that?
The culture is definitely the same. I'm really lucky to be surrounded by such great women who all have the same, like, just the same goal, just to really be there to play footy. That's what made it the easiest. Obviously there's a jump between skills, but that's to be expected at the different levels. But it's still just as great to be at Goodwood as it is to be at Westies.
What will be your advice to our listeners or viewers out there that should get involved in footy, especially down with the 3-time Premiership club there at Goodwood in the women's side of things?
Yeah, well, come along. Like, it's kind of good because we have half of our squad are the ones that really want to like develop and play at a really high level, but we also offer that opportunity for those that still want to come and be involved in the type of culture, play football, but it's a bit more flexible for them. So we have a few come and try days that I think will be running again in the pre-season. I don't know exactly when that'll kick off, but they're the best ways to come and involve yourself at a new club, especially Goodwood. One of the feedback, like a consistent feedback that we got from our new players this year was how welcoming our environment was and how like nurturing we were to any new players that just came along. So that was like a constant theme that happened throughout the whole year. So to have that and to be recognised for that, I think is really good at our club.
And I completely agree with that. I know you all welcomed me with open arms when I was there at Kilburn watching your practice match. So we'll finish up with a couple of lighthearted questions about the team. Firstly, who had the most embarrassing moment on the footy field this season and what was it?
I don't even know. I feel like it would have been something Stapes did. Hey, Jazzy.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I'm trying to think, but I can't.
There were a few funny stacks. Like a lot of people did some really weird, fell over really weirdly, but we didn't have like stand out.
No, we didn't.
We had a lot of like some funny moments was when like Zara, one of our little forwards, she'd run off the field probably once every 2 games with a blood nose, and you're just like, oh yeah, she goes again. But yeah, we didn't really have any super stand out moments, I guess.
Who's the comedian, the best singer, and into their TikToks?
Oh, Geordie and Stapes would have to be that duo for that.
They're definitely the funniest 2 people in our team.
Sometimes like they're the type that they rock up to training like 10 minutes late, but in their pajama pants, like Goodwood top, but like pajama pants, and would just run the field, and they'd actually do such a good job. But yeah, they were kind of the clowns that made us laugh a lot. Like,
any pre-game superstition or ritual by either of you?
Sugar-free Red Bull.
That's right.
Sugar-free Red Bull and on the roller, and that's pretty much it.
That's right. I forgot about the sugar-free Red Bull. Yep.
I kind of just chuck my headphones in really and just do my own thing for 15, 20 minutes and then join in with the team and listen and just listen to some tunes and stuff.
Any good nicknames in the team we should know about?
We've got a few funny ones. We definitely have in our our players group chat. We have our players group chat, and pretty much every single person has got a nickname. What are some funny ones? There's so many, but they don't if you just say them, there's no context behind it. But
I feel like mine kind of has some context, although it's not funny. It just has context though.
What's yours?
It's like underage.
Oh yeah.
Because
one of the girls that plays B grade, her last name's Cooney, so we just call her Cheese. Like her nickname's Cheese. Yeah. That's pretty good. I don't really know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did the team have a fine system this year?
Oh, we tried to get it going, but
It's happened last
I don't
year.
know how the boys like keep track of all of that. They must be pretty intense when it comes to it. I think we were so occupied with everything else happening, but we still joke about it. Like if someone did something, you're like, oh, that's a fine, but it would have been nice. It would have helped out with some drinks for footy trip.
Yeah, it would have.
I was going to say, Jazzy, I'm pretty sure that was the same response I had last year.
Yeah, I know. And then after the interview, we messaged, like we tried to get something going and like it started. But then it's so hard. You've got like 50 girls and actually getting them to pay their fines just pretty hard.
Fair enough. Now, what was the pump-up song?
I don't remember the pump up song, but as soon as we finished the game, we put on Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
That's like
Love it.
Sweet Caroline, and then it was like All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled. And that was pretty much it. But yeah, Sweet Caroline's a bit of a tradition, so chuck that on after.
Yeah.
But before it was, just your standard.
Kind of just a mix of music, yeah. Wasn't anything particular.
Yeah. I'm definitely coming to Goodwood and just for that. Sweet Caroline, that's my favourite song, so I'm so glad someone does it. So 2 final ones before I let both of you go. So did any of you get to kiss the Premiership Cup?
Yeah.
I think everyone got to.
We didn't get any, no one got COVID. I think almost every single person, a couple of us might have
came off,
but
everyone drank out of it. Everyone had a drink out of it.
Yeah, pretty sure our president did too. Pretty sure Scotty.
Really?
Got a little stick, maybe.
Nice. But yeah, everyone got to kiss it, so that was nice.
Second part of that question is, Jazzy, did you manage to take the Premiership Cup home with you? Because you mentioned that you had the cup for most of the day.
No, I got stitched up. I was going to, and then Geordie sweeped in, and I think she took the cup or the flag, or Emma had one or the other. But we had an interview a couple weeks ago for SA Sports Show, and we had to bring our stuff there. So I made. I've actually got it here.
Oh,
got the flag here. It's kind of my bedspread at the moment. Like I just put it on the end of my bed, tuck myself in at night, and that's what I do.
So,
it's right there.
So
it's even got mud on it. It's still really, really dirty.
Yeah.
It's dry clean. Can you dry clean them? I don't know.
No. Leave it as it is. At least you knew that was a muddy day.
Yeah, definitely.
So okay. So who's got the cup now, and when do you need to return the flag and the cup back to the club?
Emma,
the captain has the cup.
Yeah, she's got the cup, and then we've got our presentation night in a couple weeks. So we will remember. We'll take it back then.
Yeah.
And I might try and steal it again. I don't know.
Well, hopefully you don't get stitched up again. And last one, you might as well give your player sponsors a bit of a shout out. Be careful how you answer this one, Jazzy.
Well, my play sponsor is Smash FM, so thank you guys for sponsoring me this season. You every time like my photo was mentioned in the club, you guys were up there. So there was only, I don't think there were that many of us that got a sponsor this year, so it was a pretty big deal for those that did. So yeah, thank you.
Right, Jazzy?
I did not have a player sponsor.
Oh,
but that's okay.
Yeah,
because I guess I only played. I joined halfway the season, but yeah.
But both of you, thank you so much for giving up some of your time to join us. Congratulations on winning the premiership this year in a mud and a wet day to win the premiership. Well done, congratulations, well deserved. And hopefully I'll be coming over to Adelaide next year. And at least get to watch your game during the season, not in the pre-season game.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. And that's Jazzy and Jess there, joins from the Goodwood Saints Football Club. And of course, as they mentioned, 3-time defending champs now, of course, out there at Goodwood Saints. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.